All right, thanks for joining. Let's see, today we're going to talk about the billing manager. Seems like we don't have any videos on the billing manager, so we're going to talk about it today and go over some of its functions and how to use it. So, from the top level menu, you're going to go to Fees and Billing Manager. Now, in the billing manager, you have quite a few options to show you the billing that is in the system. Now, if you don't know how to do billing in the system, I would refer you back to one of our videos to do the billing, because billing is can be done in 5 simple steps. And then once the billing is done along with the fee sheet, once an encounter is completed along with the fee sheet, that creates a claim in the background, or that's where the beginnings of a claim start. So the billing manager is going to show you all of the fee sheets or quote unquote claims that have been saved in the system from the fee sheet. You can search by date of service, you can search by date of entry. The default is service date today and unbilled. Now, for our use case here, or for our demonstration purposes, this is a demo system. There are no real patients in here, all right? And what we're going to do is I'm going to reload this just so it goes back to its default. And I'm going to remove the service today. This way I'm going to show me all the ones that are unbilled in the system regardless of the date that it was put in the system. So when I click on the trash can on the left, okay, it seems counterintuitive because you got two trash cans here. But anyway, click on the one on the left. And the reason I'm saying that because depending on what color scheme you are using, this trash can on the left will change colors. So I can't use the color here. So I'm going to remove that. And then I'm going to say update list. Now, when I update list, it's going to show me all of the encounters that has a fee sheet attached to it. This is a really terrible color scheme because you can't see the, okay, so this is the doctor and this is the doctor. This is the CPT codes and ICD-10s that are in the system, okay, for this encounter. Now, if I wanted to go visit this encounter, all I would need to do is click here on the encounter, and that would launch me into the patient's chart where I can look at this encounter. The fee sheet should be under administrative and fee sheet here, and then I can go in here and make any changes or adjustments to the fee sheet that I need to make at this time. Right now it's not justified, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. And there's no modifiers, there's no price. So in this one I'm going to put a price. Now, by the way, watch our other video on how to put prices in the system for the codes, because prices are put in the codes. Otherwise you would have to do what I'm doing now, but since we don't have that in here at the moment, I'm just going to go ahead and put this in for now to finish out this particular video. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to save this one. Oh man, it seems like we need to go do another video on all these buttons down here at the bottom, but some of them are self-explanatory, but you never know. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. All right. And now when I go back to my billing manager on this one right here, so it's James Brown and it's 648. Now if I were to reload this, just hit my list again. Now you can see that there is a fee in here for this claim. And oh, well, we're going to assign, and if you do all this in the patient's chart, now he doesn't have insurance in here. So guess what? That means he's a self-pay. But let's go back into James Brown's chart, and it's pretty good that I got it this way, just so you can see how, well, if this is not there, do this. If this is not there, do that. So we're going to go ahead, go back in here. We're going to go to unassigned, and we're going to go ahead and assign him an insurance company, and then we're going to put in a plan. Sorry about this. I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, one of the caveats for the insurance is that if your insurance effective date isn't right, it's not going to show up on the billing manager, okay? So it's going to look at the date of service on for the encounter and for the fee sheet, and if the falls outside of the effective date range of the insurance, then insurance won't show on the billing manager. Okay, so I'm going to put his effective date as of, today is the 5th, so I'm going to say 1st, and the end date, you can put in an end date or you can leave it blank, that's up to you. But if I put in an end date of 1 year from now, then that is the effective date range of that patient's insurance. And I can put a policy number in there and a group number, which is and it's auto correcting for me. It auto updates everything. And if the patient is the insurer or the one paying the insurance, so I'm gonna put self, and then I can put in their date of birth, which should be up here at the top. I don't know why I didn't transfer. 63/10/21. Okay, and so I'm gonna put in 1963/10/21. I believe is what's up there. Yep. Oh, by the way, you could use this here, but if you're going to type it in, you need to type it in the format in which the PC uses, which is this format here. And also, you can set the format on in the configuration too, if you want to change it to month, year, date, slashes, and that kind of stuff. But in this particular case, we have it set up this way. But if you're going to manually type it in, you always have to type it in this format, even though you may have the other configuration set. All right, that was a lot. So let's go ahead and save this. And now if I go back to my billing manager, and I thought this was going to be short and sweet, but evidently it's not. I'm going to go back to the billing manager. I'm going to reload this again. And now when I go down to James Brown, I should, oh no, I still don't have it. Let's see what went wrong there. If I go back to his dashboard, and let me check and make sure. Yes. I got that in there. And if I go to the encounter and go here, this shouldn't have anything to do with the insurance showing up. Modifiers, no. All that's there. DocSpot, admins, supervising. Okay. And so let's go back to the billing manager. This is fun. And let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and start a new list. I'm just going to reload the billing manager altogether. All right. And I'm going to take this out and do this and do this. And James Brown still doesn't have insurance, though I have him with insurance in the So I've fallen victim to my own explanation earlier. See the date of the claim here, which is 6/20/2023. So I have to go back into his dashboard, go to the insurance here, and change it, and make his eligibility 2023. And there are a whole lot of workarounds to this 4/1/2023 to now. So now if I go back in, drum roll please, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put on manager, then I'm going to tell it to reload this. And now, as you can see, he has insurance. And I'm going to do this. All right, so now we're closer to creating a claim. And in order to create a 837x12 file for this particular, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna click here. Okay, so you can check all, or you can check the individual ones that you've checked and you know that they're right and ready to be processed. And I'm gonna go here and say generate x12. Now, here's a couple things you can do here. You can clear, validate and clear, or you can validate only, which means validate only, you're gonna just look at it and see if it's right. Or if you click continue, it's going to process it into a batch. So all the ones that you have checked will batch together, and then you will send that out as one group of claims. So if I click validate only, then it's going to show me the 837 file, and it's going to tell me it was successfully validated. Now, if it's not, or if I want to scrub the claim, and this is what other people ask me about, if there was anything wrong, it would show up in this box here. Oh, it does. Okay, man, terrible color scheme. Okay, so here's the stuff that needs to be addressed in the claim, where it says payer ID missing from payer. Okay, so that needs to be fixed. And okay, insured's gender is missing. And let's see, insured has 5 or 9 digits. The zip code is not. So these are things that I need to go fix before this is a valid claim to be sent out. So this is how you can scrub your claims and make sure that they're all up to par before sending them out to the clearinghouse to be processed, so you can minimize your rejections. let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one, and let's go ahead and close this one. But just for grins and giggles, you checked it, everything cleared, all the information is in there for the chart. So if I'm ready to send a claim, I would go back here, generate X12, and this time I will click continue. And then it's going to tell me that it generated successfully, and I can still check my logs again if I wanted to, but I'm going to close this out, and then we're going to go here, and then we're going to go to the claim tracker. If you have this turned on and you have the system configured properly, we'll do that in another video. When I go to claim tracker, you can see here, if everything was right, and you know that I just did this today, here's the batch number, which is the 225 blah blah blah, okay, and the time that it was sent out, and the status here, because I'm not really connected to a clearinghouse, so guess what, it's going to say error. If this was correct, it would say success, or waiting, or in progress. So those are your three statuses that you would have for this. And sorry, I had to drink something. And this is how you can process and use the claims feature within OpenEMR. If you have any questions, please post them in the chat below or send me an email. Thank you much.